NFL Hall of Famer and my buddy Deion Sanders recently took to Instagram to ask his followers a very deep question. Do you still have peace when you don't get what you want? Deion was having a frustrating fishing day, but despite not catching anything, he chose to look on the brighter side. Take a look.
But I know I can fish. I know I'm pretty darn good. Matter of fact, they call me Bassy Prime. I like that. But I ain't caught nothing. But I'm still at peace. I still got my joy. I still got my love. Still got my compassion and my passion for whatever my hands find to do. So I'm gonna ask you again. Do you have peace when you don't get what you want?
Hey, man.
Each of you ladies, how would you
love
answer Deion's question? Do you have peace?
Hold on to that
when you don't
joy.
get
Hold on
what
to
you
that
want?
joy.
Do you have it? Adrian, do you have it?
I do. I am a phenomenal loser. I am great at losing. I think life has just taught me you just ain't always gonna get what you want, but look on the brighter side, find the things that you did. Like, real talk, I just think that through my life experience, I've gotten a lot of no's, and I've learned to focus on the times I've gotten yes. Does that make sense? Like, especially even with your relationships with people, for every time they told you no, remember all the times they told you yes. For every time the industry has knocked you down, or whatever it is, a job that you've gone for, if you feel like you asked God to answer one prayer and he didn't answer it, but he's answered 10 other of them, you know what I'm saying? I think that is the key. The key to holding on to your joy is having an attitude of gratitude.
I couldn't agree more. Now, when I was younger, if I didn't get my way, I would be mad and I'd be jealous if somebody else got something that I wanted. But I think as I've gotten older, I realize that my peace comes from my gratitude, like you said, Adrian,
Yeah.
I truly believe that God has my back. So many times when I wanted something and it didn't turn out, and then I realized later it was for my best not to get that.
Yes.
So I think I focus on the good things, my health, my kids' health, the home we get to live in, the life I get to lead. I think so many times if you just focus on the positive, then it's all good. Whatever that positive is for you, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. I learn this lesson all the time by looking at it from the other side. Like you guys have heard me say, the greatest tip I've ever learned is that you don't truly know a person until they don't get what they want. When you see how people really act when they don't get what they want, that constantly reminds me to never be that person, because it's sad and a little bit disappointing to see a person really show their true colors because they really wanted something from you or something that worked out their way only and not everybody else's, and just reacted a real way, and you're like, okay, now I can't feel this certain way about you because I see who you really are. I never want people to think that about me. If you guys or if any of my relationships in my life couldn't provide something that I thought I wanted or expected of them, that's not the only reason why we're friends. That's not the only reason why I'm your family member, And life is so much longer and greater to not just focus on that one thing that didn't work out your way,
Yeah. You taught me that quote. I love that.
I think that it's important especially when you're young. I wish someone would have told me younger to study mindfulness and meditation, because I was a mess younger when it comes to not getting what I want. I was frustrated. I wasn't at peace with myself. I would beat myself up for a lot of things. And as you get older, but it's still a challenge. I have to be honest. For me, it's still a challenge because I want what I want. And so what I have to do is I have to focus, and I have to, slow my mind down, and I have to say, okay, and in the end, it works out, but it's still a challenge for me because I want everything to be perfect.
Real.
And I'm talking about things like what's happening in the world. I get myself caught up with, do we have the right president? What's going to go on to the children? The babies ain't eating. I put a lot into it. And then if you notice, I try to put it into this show. Like, we got to talk about it. And sometimes it's not the appropriate time to talk about it. So I've learned as I've gotten older, because if you don't learn how to handle this kind of stuff, your whole mind will be messed up. So please, if you're going through something, prayer, meditation, working out, talking to Garcelle.
Gratitude.
It'll help.
Come from gratitude. Focus on what's good in your life. Focus on the good stuff, whether it's just waking up in the morning, having a piece of toast, going for a walk.
Yeah,
You know?
it's so hard, but it can be done. And the thing is, sometimes when we go to social media, we get thrown off track. You guys, social media
That's why
is
you
not
can't do
real
it
life.
first thing in the morning.
Oh,
can't
so
do it.
important.
Can't.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Can't do
cannot
it.
do
That
it
is such
first
a
thing.
good. It'll rob you of your joy. I'll tell you that. It'll rob you of your joy. It'll rob you of your peace. And I think that that's the important thing is, for me, my faith definitely is where my joy comes from. There's a song, the world didn't give it, the world can't take it away. And you got to keep your mind on the things that bring you comfort and bring you peace, and keep your mind focused on those things.
What's the first thing you do in the morning, ladies, to help yourself? What's the first thing you do?
Drink water and meditate. I take like a half a gallon of water and I sit out anywhere where I have like a good view of I love trees. So we're surrounded by trees, and there's something about trees, especially if you can sit and listen to the rustling of them. I'll even if it's 15 minutes, like even that, no phone, sit by yourself and just listen to just your thoughts and your feelings and just get yourself ready for the day is everything.
Garcelle.
The minute I wake up, I say thank you to God, and I say thank you for all the things that I'm grateful for.
Ooh.
And then I have coffee.
Can't
Adrian.
forget the coffee. I do what's called my first 15. It's 5 minutes of prayer, 5 minutes of devotional, Bible reading, worship, whichever one you like, and then 5 minutes of journaling, a gratitude journal that just says what I'm grateful for.
Oh.
I roll over.
Yeah.